Hi guys. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see if this is something that we want to keep doing. So let's give it a go. I am working on I've got a few Christmas tags left to do. I'll show you the ones that we've been working on already. A couple of examples. Got this guy here. Little pull out with a pocket for a gift card. A little bit of dangles for some fun and cuteness. You can fill that out for your gift recipient. We have this guy here. Pull him out. Lots of fun stamping. This one's just got a little bow, a little simpler, but we've got a little bit of pretty sparkle there. Nice little frame. Again, a little pocket for a gift card. Let me just, this can go right in there. Sometimes it's a hard thing to decide to give a gift card. I know for me, I like to shop for something special, but a lot of people just, they know exactly what they like, so let's support them in getting that. So this would help a little bit, little extra pretty to give with your gift card. So that's what I like about these. That one's got a little bit of, looks like snow. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me as I'm trying to get used to this. Keeping things in frame. I'm not at all used to talking to people. I talk to myself while I am working a lot. So this one is just a little ticket. This one doesn't have a specific pocket. This back in there. Same with that guy. Here's the Merry Christmas. A little tree. This is a little more simple. All right, lots of fun options for attachments at the top. So we've got some ribbons, got some string. This here, get these out of the way so it's easier to see. This here is just a piece of fabric with some distress ink on it, scrunched up. There is a fabulous tutorial video from Louisa Heinzel that shows how to do this. So that's where that came from. This one's partially finished with some stamping, little bit of a writing theme there on that one. I think for right now, though, let's pull this Santa guy out. We've got his tag cut and the pocket to go with it. So let's just start fresh. For some reason, I really like to start with the outside first. I just think it's fun. So sometimes I start with the background, trying to just throw things together that feel good, that look good. Other times I will pick a focal point and then go from there. I think today, let's just wing it. I'm just pulling over some things here that I've got laying around on my desk. Get that out of the way. Not helpful, don't need that. And we will get to working on the background. So I'm going to get this ticket from a printable, and I will have to look up the name and tag it in the description if I ever have the nerve to post them a video. But I think this is really cute and really pretty, and I've been wanting to use it, have not yet done so. So let's make sure we use this guy. Bottom of a Pop-Tart. is a great place to hold your fussy cuts. So I got a lot of these tickets that I've cut out, some longer tickets, super cute. Lots of options here. I really like this one too. And then other random fussy cuts that have come from a download that I got on an Etsy store. That's cute too. Let's keep this out. I haven't used one of the bells yet. Love the Merry Christmases. It's a little bit more that kind of looks a little brown and kind of goes with that bell. So I think let's keep that guy out. She's beautiful. Yeah, we'll set it there and we'll see where it goes. These are cute, but they're sideways, so we'll have to keep that for something else. And I've got a couple of copies of the little girl. We've got some here that I printed on photo paper, and this is just on regular paper. For the photo paper, I don't particularly like it to be super shiny, so I will go over it with a coat of clear gesso. And what I use, because I don't want it to smear the ink, I just have a regular printer, so I don't want it to smear the ink. So actually, I take a beauty blender and I dab it into the gesso and then just go over the top like this. And as long as you don't go over too many times, it will not smear the ink. Although practice, because I think each printer and their ink is a little bit different. And I know there's printers you can get, excuse me, that I think LaserJet, that won't smear, but I don't have one of those. I just have a regular printer. Okay, we've got some tickets, we've got some tags, I've got some offcuts, little triangles if we want them. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I want to start with this guy. I am going to be inking edges today with Vintage Photo. That is a common. Everybody likes some Vintage Photo. I have the small archival inks. I do a lot of mixed media where I'm layering various mediums, some wet. So I like to be able to go over anything that I have inked with a matte medium and not have to worry about it smearing. So that's why I have the archivals. I do have some distress inks and distress oxides that I absolutely love. But as far as the ones that I use the most in my pieces, I like the archival ink because it is fully waterproof. So these guys here are a cut in half of this Paper Studio Vintage Christmas thick cardstock, and just cut in half, and two different sides glued together on three sides and corner rounded. So let's go ahead and get the back going as well. And did I finish? I can't remember if I got that side, so let's just redo the ends. Gotta love all. I think I'll just stick it in the middle here. I'm sure we'll put other things on it. And oh, let me pause. I left my glue that I like to use in the other room. I will be right back. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I like the Eileen's original tacky glue. I I found this container quite a while ago and I just refill it because I like that it's a thick glue, so I like that this container, gross. This container keeps it close down, not as much pounding. A lot of people love the Art Glitter brand glue. I simply do not have any. And I find that this works good. But ideally, if you're looking for the best of the best, Art Glitter glue is what you want to go with from what I have seen. Let's stick him here. I don't know why I have hims and hers and theys for my pieces, but I do. This apparently is a him, and he is going right here. Grab a wipe here. Sometimes it helps to use a baby wipe while you are flattening things down. It helps to pick up that little extra glue seepage that sometimes comes out. All right, what do we want next? Let's do a little bit of book page. This is just ripped out of an old book. I know that's terrible. But I get old books in thrift stores and add them to my art for a bit of a touch of interest, and it is a nice little layer of texture. Now this one is thin enough. I probably could have used a glue stick, and I'm sure I will, but let's go ahead and put him here. One thing to keep in mind when you are doing book pages is to just pay a little bit of attention to what is printed on that sheet of paper. You do not want something unpleasant ending up on your art, which does sometimes happen. I have done that. It's a little embarrassing. Love that. And let's see, do we need a lot more, or do we want to just go? I like the red in her hat, pulling out the red in the berries. So I think this is what we want to go with. So let's ink these edges. Inking the edges takes a little bit of the harsh line off. Even if you don't want a ton of color and you just want to cover up that, a lot of the papers, they have like a white core, or you can see the white from the back. If you just take even the smallest amount of ink and slide it, wipe it, it will cover that up and it just sits a little bit nicer. So that's that. This one, I don't want to lose all of that white in the background because I really like it. So I'm just going to be very gentle and moderate here, leaning a little bit more towards the back. Okay, and this gal. I think she's so cute. Be a little careful here to not rip it. One of the nice things, though, about when you're doing these paper layers is if you do happen to rip it, when you're careful, if you're careful gluing it down, you can hide that pretty easily. And it is not a complete and total lost cause when something like that happens. All right, get that guy up here. I'm gonna close him for now. Let's see, these are all thicker, so no glue sticks. I don't need that? Yeah. Yes, I do need this. Okay. Let's put that down. And looks like I'm a little out of frame. Oops, sorry about that. Like I said, this is one of my first videos. I don't know if it's ever going to make it anywhere, but I am at least trying. Trying something new, trying to be brave and bold and put myself out there, not something that I typically do. Quite an introvert. And to be quite honest, I've got a hell of an imposter syndrome. So, this is new for me. Growing, trying to do some growth here with having some confidence and putting myself out there. So I know what I do is not, you know, not for everybody, and that is perfectly okay, but I can still give it a shot. Why not? What's it gonna hurt? What's the worst that can happen? Y'all don't like it, and you tell me so. But I'm pretty good with criticism, so I'm all right. It's gonna be just fine. I am trying to make sure here that I get glue all the way to the edges. Yes, it will cause a little bit of seepage, but you don't want your edges to lift. The other thing you can do is very lightly smooth out this glue before you put it down. So let's make sure. All right, just hold that down for a moment. Take this guy out of the way. Eileen's glue here doesn't grab quite as quickly as the art glitter glue from what I've seen with what people, when other artists use it, they can set it down, one push and off they go. This takes just a moment to hold it down, but I think that's okay. It does hold good. And that is our biggest goal. If you have some time and don't need to be super quick with, you know, getting your piece done in the smallest number of minutes possible, then this is a great alternative, in my opinion. All right, I think I'm going to put that here. We're going to do something to jazz that up. I'm just not quite sure what yet. We'll add some stamps. That will be a good way to do that. I hope everybody is having a wonderful holiday so far. It is the 23rd of December, 2023. So just a couple more days till Christmas. Very excited for my kids. Well, they're not kids, they're grown-ups, but they'll always be my kids. So for my kids and my grandson to come open their presents. We are pretty low-key on Christmas. There's not a... We don't have a lot of, you know, super specific traditions or anything like that. We do, but we have a wonderful time, and it is always so exciting to see everybody open their gifts. All right, what do we want? Let's do black so it stands out. Ribbon stuck in my ink there. Let's go ahead with black, and let's just start with some numbers. These numbers are from the Tim Holtz Field Notes set. Let me see here. 2. Grab it. This guy, love these. See, there's the number CMS 396. Tim Holtz has amazing stamp sets and all kinds of other stuff. Different ephemera packs and small layers and big layers and backdrops, and I really love his stuff. It is on the pricier side, so I only have the one big set of stamps, but it's so useful. And who would think that something as seemingly simple as a number in a cool font would make such a difference, but it really, really does. I'm going to put this guy here. It just adds something. Cannot explain it, but I love it. So that is what we do. I think we want this guy here. A little crooked, but that's okay. It does not have to be perfect. A few things are, right? So I'm going to grab this. Add a little flourish there. And I think we want a snowflake. I like this guy. Let's see, is he sticky enough? Yeah. I'm okay with black snowflakes. It just adds a little something. Another area of dimension. I don't want this piece of paper here. That'll be fine. It's not going to hurt anything. I don't want that. There. Okay. I think that looks pretty cool. But what else do we want to add to make it a little bit more special? I feel like it could maybe use a little bit of gold. So let's think about that while we are doing the little tag that goes on the inside, which I said, where did I put it? This one, I think. Well, it's handy and it looks all right. So let's go, let's turn it over. Lights rarely open upward, but that's okay. Oh, I did this one upside down. Okay, no worries. We do that. That's one of the funnest things about this kind of art is a mistake can be turned into not a mistake. So let me grab one of these little offcuts. Does that blend too much? No, that's all right, I think. All right, let's go back to our vintage photo. These are just, well, I mean, it's not the same piece of paper, but you can see here, this is the other portion of a 6x6 and just cut down to fit within the pocket or within the slide of the tag, and then whatever is cut off gets corner rounded and becomes a pocket. And then I just mixed and matched. I cut several of the pages that I liked, some light, some dark, so we can mix them up. To watch what I'm doing here. I think I want this guy to have a little bit of an opening. A little notch. It just adds a teeny bit of interest and looks really cute when you put it together. Okay. Now, before we glue that down, and this is a mistake that I do all the time if I get going too quick, we want to make sure that we ink our edges of this too. It just really makes it look a little bit grungy, depending on how much you put. It adds some interesting color, it adds some texture, and it just makes it look a little bit more finished. A lot of times with these creative pieces, it's the very seemingly minor touches that really make all the difference. So you can see here the difference. It just looks a little bit better, a little more finished. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to have something underneath this peeking out. Maybe a Santa. He goes kind of nicely with the front. What else might we want to put there? Maybe this Santa. I like him and I like the pink, but I feel like we're going for a little bit more red. Maybe that. No, too big. All right, where did I have? Here he is. Yeah, we're going to go with that. And we are going to go with a little ticket as well here. So these are just, so in the Tim Holtz set, you get this little outline. So this is just I had a piece of paper, put a bunch of these down in various colors and used different numbers. This one, Agent, and just stamped them in different colors. I know you can purchase tickets and various neat little embellishments, and they're cool and they are lovely, but sometimes, one, you might want to be using what you've already got, and two, let's see, I'm going to put a little mark here so that I don't know where my pencil is. All right, we're going to do this because this is going to go under it anyway. Sometimes you want to use what you got. Sometimes you can't make it to the store and you really want to sit down and be creative because when the mood hits, it hits. So that's a nice alternative. Ink this guy up a little bit. This is also from the Printables that I got off of Etsy. I'm going to do this guy first. I am a messy crafter. I end up with loads of glue on my hands. Lots of, let's see, can I see if that is straight? It's a little hard to, these, oh. The curved lines of the lights are throwing me off a little bit. Yes, messy crafter, that is me. Ink, glue, all over my hands. You will almost never find me without some sort of art residue. All right, let's stick him close to the edge. There's a lot of different glue sticks that you can get. I like this Scotch Purple. works well for me. I've seen lots of different kinds that work well. If you have a thin piece of paper, glue sticks work wonderful. It keeps it from getting too wet and wrinkling, and it's got plenty of grip. It's got enough grip that it can be successful. So let's see. With these pockets, I try to get pretty thin with my glue, because when it seeps inward, it makes your pocket a little smaller. Sometimes it's too slow. Sorry, guys. All right. You have very small working time. But you do have some. It is a little. It's not instantaneous. You get a little bit of working time with this glue to move it around. I'll hold it down here. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I feel like we're going to need a few stamps. We're going to need another ticket down here. And I love these houses. We need another ticket down here. And we are going to need, oops, I'm making a mess. Surprise. Set that down. Wow. Pay attention. Okay, we need a little bit of something fancy on here, and I think I want to put a tag, or not a tag, a tab on the side. Let me grab, just have a box here of tags, a little container that came with some stamps from my local thrift store. I struggled for the longest time to try to cut out tags just so. I finally broke down and I have a really small, very small, I think it's a We Are Memory Keepers, embossing tool. And I bought some dies. I got the dies that will cut out this color shape. We've got this one. And then there's a couple of others that I didn't cut a lot out of. Here's the other one that's longer. Nope, same one. This one is a wider tag. You can see here. That one is, oops, pay attention. That one is here, a little bit wider. And then I just sat down one day out in front of the television and went to town making a bunch. All right, we do not have to be so indecisive. Let's just pick something cool. I like the white, but it is a little flimsy. It might be better for something with less analysis paralysis. That is the story of my life. You can't even see what I'm looking at here. I don't want to go plain white because we don't have any other plain white. There's light, whoops. My goodness. So ridiculous. Being ridiculous. Let me find, I gotta find something here. And I'm gonna find it quick. Now, no glue. That's not good. Here. Sorry, too bright? Too bright. Done. We're going with that. Going with that. This particular die has a little bit of an indent to help you fold it just so. I think this is a little longer than I want. So I'm going to cut it down a touch. And I'm going to see, I'm going to cut it as straight as I can. I'm going to see if I might be able to round the edges. Got my corner rounder, and I also have, that's a notch, this is a corner. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in there with, got this quarter rounder here that has the size. I don't know if I can get that in there. Well, let's see. Don't need to stop wondering and just do. I can get the bottom, but not the top. All right, well, bottom it is. Still cute, right? Let's get the other one. Doubling them up to do them both at the same time. Probably not a necessity. You could probably just do each one individually. All right, now we're going to get back to moving at a reasonable pace. So I'm going to put that here. We will trim the little bit hanging off. We can do that as soon as we're done. All right, inking. Don't forget to ink the edges. On this guy, want him to fit in nice. He's got a little bit of pretty sparkle and sheen, so that will go well. Okay. I like to glue just one. I like to put glue in just the part that is going to be on the paper first. Then not too much. I'm going to give this a little swipe just to make it a little easier. And I am going to, why am I doing it that way? I'm going to, you see here, put this here and hold that down. Pretty straight. All right. Now I can go ahead and trim this tiny piece. Just barely hung over, but it's just enough that that little extra bit of clean finish just helps. What you want when you're, if you're giving this as a gift, or you know, if you have a craft show or an Etsy shop where you're going to be selling this stuff, it really makes all the difference. It shows your care and ends up being a better product in the long run. Something very, very small and simple like that. Just taking that teeny bit off. Let's see. It's going to be my best way to get to this. All right, we're going to try this way. Got it. Okay. Now, let's get some numbers going on here. I did want to put one more tag, I said, or ticket. Got a dangly. There we go. Just looks cool. And, oops. Wipe this guy off, get him a little more sticky. Must have had a little bit of dirt or something on there. Let's note that there's something fun inside. Oh, see, well, there you go. I am stamping in the brown instead of the black. Happens. Happens. Let's just continue on. Whoops. Let me go with these guys in black and see, can we get them both above and under? Yes, yes we can. I think what I will do, I'm going to try to cover that up with a small-ish ticket. I think this would be perfect because there's holly all over the front. So let's trim this guy off. One thing that you will notice about me, I don't move super fast. Sometimes, I won't even say sometimes, most times if I try to go too fast, I do things like forget to ink edges or forget different layers I want to do. And so I just try to carefully take my time. Doesn't make for the fastest videos, but hopefully if you are watching and you feel like crafting along, there's time for you to, you know, do the same and in real time without feeling rushed or in a hurry. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, as I look at this, I'm wondering, do we really need... I was thinking about doing some gold, but I don't know that we necessarily need it. Thinking that this looks pretty good as it is. Yeah, we're gonna say it's pretty good as it is. I do want this number on there though. I said I wanted it and I do want it, and I almost did it in brown again. Pay attention. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do it kind of in the same area. Am I even on camera? Okay. Yes, that is what I was hoping for. Okay. Now, we need to decide what we want to do here. I've got a few beads. I've got a few charms. I have some bulb pins. These things are the funnest. Grab a couple here. I've got these bulb pins and I just love them. They're so fun. I had never even seen them before and now I just can't get enough. So let's go with the black one. And the Crocodile got one of these guys. Most folks know what these are. We've got two different hole punch sizes, and then some eyelet setters. Not the most inexpensive piece of equipment you will buy. I think it was $30-ish probably, somewhere around that. I just eyeball. We do not strive for perfection. Yeah, I think it was about $30-ish, but it's worth it. I love it. I think instead of doing an eyelet, I think I will. We talked about wanting some gold. I think I'll just do a little bit of gold ribbon. Where did I get this? This was either on sale at Joann or at the Dollar Tree. I am going to have both dangling, I think. So I like to go just simple through and then pull the two ends through the loop. That's my favorite way to do it. You can staple it, you can glue it, you can tie a knot in a bow. I just like that. And we'll decide how long we want those in a second. I'm going to go ahead and put the bulb pin under my ribbon. Oops. Actually, it looks like that really wants to pull it out. So let's not do it that way. Let's just go through this way. Now we got to decide what we want to put on it. I think, let's see, do we want some cute beads? We could go, I've got some white handy. Oops. Kind of like little white. I've got some little green squares. How about a green square, a red square? Oh my gosh, come on now. We'll go green and red square and white, and let's go with a small charm. And I got a number of different ones of those. Let's keep it pretty straightforward, and let's just get a little silver star. Love these little things. I found these at Joann's last week on sale, and I think they are just the cutest. All right, let's put our star on first. I'm going to put him here on this back side so he hangs. Then I want the white on the bottom, so I'm going to throw those. Perhaps let's put the white here. Let's see, this can get kind of fiddly. Oh, see? Just like I said. All right. Can I get it closed? Yes. Okay, so let's put this guy here. Oh, see? Cute. I think that is super adorable. Let's get this a little tighter. Pull that guy tight. And if you're worried about it not sticking well, there's my tiny glue. This is just school glue. Just white school glue. You can always put, I'm going to put it on the back, put a touch of glue in there to help it stick. All right. Now, while we've got it turned over, let's do a very small to and from. There it is. This little stamp. Most of my stuff comes, my stamps and whatnot come from thrift stores. You can find random things. I usually, yeah, we're just gonna put it down at the bottom this time. Got a little around it. That is okay. No issue whatsoever. All right, let's throw our tag inside our holder. Oops. That wasn't helpful. All right. Cute little extra ribbon for some pizzazz. And let's go ahead and pull this same ribbon into the top. And what do we want to put with it? How about a couple different colors of, I don't even know what that's called. Not embroidery thread. I don't know. I've got a red, but it's waxed, so It's going to be a little stiffer than I want. This brown looks nice with that. We're going to go with that. And nope. Was wondering if we should put some lace as well, but I think, what do we got? We've been here for 50 minutes. I think we're good. You're probably tired of listening to me and just want to get done. I hope you're crafting along. I have been doing mixed media for 5, maybe 6 years. They kind of run together, but I started when I first saw a YouTube tutorial. It was actually about gelatos, and just having fun and doing different stuff you're not used to doing, and letting go. I've been doing different kinds of art since I was a kid. When I was younger, my mom and I would took some art lessons. Oil painting. Loved oil painting. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Loved oil painting. And we would take those classes, and my absolute favorite, and probably still to this... I don't know. I am a fan of mixed media. A lot. And paper crafts. Oh, goodness. One of my favorite things to do was portraits. Love portraits. Okay, while we're chatting, I noticed that this here is sticking out just a touch, and I want to trim that off just to make it look a little cleaner. Minor. It's so small. Hopefully I can cut it straight enough. Okay. Not perfect, but better. Let's add some ink. Once we trimmed it. Okay, that makes me more happy, which is kind of funny because my point that I was getting to is that I love portraits and am a perfectionist. I love how meticulous a portrait has to be done in order to look realistic. First of all, as any person, and second of all, as the person you're doing the portrait of. So I love that. But if you have a problem with perfectionism in general in your everyday life, something like this, where it's not going to be perfect, is, at least for me, has proven to be extremely therapeutic. All right. And I hope that something like this can be therapeutic for you as well. You take chances. You know what? If you don't like it, you throw another something on top. If I decided I didn't want that little girl there, we toss on a December 21st and a little bit of washi tape, and we're good to go. So, thank you. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you very much. We'll see where this goes. I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. And it's a wonderful therapeutic use of my time. So I hope you have used this time to craft along and found something useful, inspiring, fun, and use this idea to make a card holder for your Christmas gift cards. Right on the tree it'll go. Oops, not helpful. There you go. All right, thanks everybody, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all of the good well wishes of this time of year, and I will see you next time. Bye.